Hi all, welcome to Lego Team of the Season. Looks a very godly team of the season. Some individual cards I am desperately going to go and try and hopefully pack or buy regardless. So because special links be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at G the Legend. All links are down below for playlist on the channel and social media links as always. Let me know in the comments down below guys as well what you fancy for Team of the Season predictions. Is there anyone that I haven't not included or anyone should be included in this Team of the Season? So Lego, 3 goalies, and first one is Lopez of Leon. He has been fairly standout in all honesty, been a very influential part in Leon's season. Glick always seems to do well for Monaco and this season looks no different, and I think Team of the Season looks inbound for him. He's only had 1 inform I think this year, which is different compared to usual. He always seems to get a few. And Thiago Silva always seems to bag himself at Team of the Season. He used to always be consistent for Team of the Years as well. I fancy him regardless to bag himself a Team of the Season. Jorge seems to be someone that stands out from a left back perspective. The left back was one area of the pitch I was really actually struggling with. Who can you put in? And Jorge, for what I've seen of Monaco this season, he has stood out very impressively, as has CDB. Definitely merits a good shout. He may not get in no CDB or Jorge. One other key shout that I've got in my predictions of Dubois later on. Fovan always seems to stand out nowadays in Marseille's team. Could he be there much longer? That's a big question, but obviously the American businessman that owns Marseille, I'm sure will want to try and get Marseille fighting for the title next season. That is probably their aim. Verratti, definitely another consistent season for him and definitely merits priority tasted team season. Not sure precise rating, maybe 93, 94. Fekir, same rules apply. He will be one that I think a lot of us will want. The guy's coming into his own now as a world class midfielder in the French league. And Neymar might be his one and only season for PSG for all we know, but could have a pretty godly team of the season come getting released. Probably 98 rated, I imagine 97, 98 rated. Can't see it going any higher. Cavani, equally impressive season. I think he's now the all-time goal scorer for PSG, and I'm sure will be one that a lot of folk will just probably pack or get regardless. Mbappe, this one probably even better than last year's version, so looks forward to that. Then Leconte is my second goalkeeper choice. He has been very impressive this season, bagging a couple informs and just really been standing out for Montpellier. Marcelo been very impressive for Leon at the back and definitely has stood out massively and definitely merits a good shout, I would say. I think he's got at least an inform, might have 2. Malcolm, potential going to the EPL in the summer. Had a bit of a blip lately with some moments, but he scored a goal from a penalty that he made a muck up of. Aouar been very impressive for Leon, one of the standout players. If you followed French football, you would have known that he developed absolutely leaps and bounds this season. Rabiot definitely coming into his own as another class midfielder, just kind of overtaken from Mota. Player, I'm surprised more haven't included him, but he looks a really nice card actually if he gets a team of the season. Could be quite cheap and overpowered. Balotelli seems to be maybe another season of a team of the season, and just the guy just seems to be doing the business for Nice. It's kind of mental really. Seems to have found French football his calling. Kubek, probably some folk will think, who's this guy, what has he done, but he has been absolutely insane for Rennes this season, and I would say he has a good strong shout. Dubois, Nantes might get a couple more inform team of season potential cards thrown in. Nantes under Ranieri have been very impressive. Louis Gustavo of Marseille seems to have just became what he was back in the day when he was a good centre defensive midfielder. Seems to be Louis Gustavo of old, and French football is his calling. Fabinho, just consistently always doing business. He may not get no, they may opt for someone else, but hard to say who. And Falcao having another good season for Monaco, and definitely could merit a good shout for a team of the season for what I've seen of him. And of course be wary that, as I said, other players could sneak in ahead of him. In terms of daily knockout cards that they could do for this, they could do Munir, Hilton, Rufier, Lamar and Mariano. Mariano of Lyon, of course, not the Mariano that plays in Galatasaray. Player of the year, if they do the SBC for that as well, could be like Neymar. Young player of the year could be Aouar, Cavani, Mbappe. And obviously your SBCs like Team of Season upgrade and premium upgrades. Hopefully you find this useful, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you fancy for predictions. Smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.